Nature of Disease and Health, Homeopathy Basics, Episode 4. If you're new to my channel, check out the other episodes which explain how homeopathy works. In Episode 3, we learned about the vital force. It maintains equilibrium and keeps the body at optimum functioning. Hahnemann insisted that disease and health are due to the vital force's resistance and ability in protecting the living being. It is present from the moment of conception when the two parent cells unite. It has the power to develop cells, muscles, nerves, brain cells, organs, and interactive systems of a very complex nature. The energy flowing from the parent cells are capable of developing a human being of high capacity, abilities to think, rationalize, and feel emotions. The living being grows, reproduces, and repairs itself automatically without even being aware of it. We start from a cell and continue to grow and develop until old age. Without this life force, the living being is inanimate and dead. If the function of the vital force during the development process is to construct a highly complex living being, then it should also take credit as a source of balance. More often than not, when the living being is exposed to a certain disturbance, the vital force is able to respond appropriately and continue to keep the body at optimum function. For example, let's take the flu. When exposed to the flu virus, the reaction of the body is to generate a fever, hot enough that it kills the virus. Other accompanying outward symptoms take place to further expel the virus: coughs, colds, and perspiration. The vital force is reacting to a virus within the body and expelling it outwards and out of the body. In the case of a productive cold, the mucus is flowing outwards. As in the cough, the expectoration from the lungs is being pushed outwards, and in the event of a fever, the internal heat is used to kill the virus and released outwards through the perspiration. All mechanisms of accumulating mucus and building mucus is the process of fighting the virus. Additionally, lethargy, low appetite, and sleepiness are also common symptoms. These symptoms are the protective mechanisms of the vital force. By reducing appetite, eating less, we preserve the energy that is normally expended in digestion. By resting more, the energy is used to fight the disease-causing agent. More often than not, the vital force is able to defeat the flu virus without any medical intervention whatsoever, because it produces symptoms that do the work. Rest and drinking hot liquids are common recommendations to facilitate this job. The living being quickly overcomes the attack of the flu virus and is back in balance. As long as the vital force is able to maintain the integrity of the being, regardless of outside influences, then it is said that the being is in a state of health. However, when the disturbance manifests in a way that is stronger and more powerful than the vital force, and resonates with the inherent weaknesses of the vital force, then we will produce symptoms that are not as successful as they should be. Symptoms, although elicited by the vital force to protect, are not as productive as they should be. The living being becomes stuck with symptoms that are stagnant and don't allow for a full recovery. In the case of the flu virus, what happens when the living being is unable to recover? The cough is not productive as it should be. There is too much mucus built up. Breathlessness. It can become chronic, lasting too long, or causing exhaustion. Or the appetite is so low that the being is unable to swallow water. This is a derangement of the vital force, as it is unable to fight the disease. The symptoms it is generating are not adequately powerful. This further brings upon chronic tiredness, because the body's energy has never been well since affected by the disease. In the case of the flu, which should have been short-lasting and acute, the living being is now plagued with more chronic symptoms, and this derangement of the vital force is what we refer to as disease. It is at this time a homeopathic remedy for this diseased vital force is needed to help overcome its weaknesses. It would be effective only if it uses all the symptoms present, as is displayed by the weakened vital force. The remedy is not treating individual symptoms elicited by the vital force, but treating the vital force in and of itself. The homeopathic remedy helps the vital force because it moves in the direction of its intentions, not against it. In the case of the flu virus, when the homeopathic remedy is given to correct the vital force, the cough loosens, becomes more productive, encouraging the same movement of mucus to be expelled as was the intention of the vital force. Other changes may occur, such as increase in thirst to allow the being to become more hydrated, enabling a flushing of the virus through the excretory system. In this way, the vital force is restored by the matching homeopathic remedy. It will be encouraged to generate symptoms that are more productive, effective, and successful in establishing balance, or health. Health in homeopathy is when the disturbance of the vital force is corrected, bringing it back to balance and energized to continue its response mechanism, keeping the body at optimum function. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and visit us at dynamichomeopathy.ca. Stay tuned for Homeopathy Basics Episode 5.